Hi everyone, I'm Theresa Cull. I'm on the Los Alamos County Council, and I'm here to give you a brief summary of the meeting that we had on February 3rd, 2026. It was a regular meeting, and it started with public comments from members of Brownie Troop 10507. The troop is made up of about 18 second and third graders, and their concern was a lack of inclusive areas in public playgrounds, specifically ADA or Americans with Disability Act swings. They also requested more leisure areas with shade and indoor activity areas in White Rock. One thing they stressed is that accountability is not the same as inclusivity. There was some comments from counselors that we would follow up with the Inclusivity Task Force and the Parks and Rec Board on that. The meeting had a relatively short agenda with one public hearing and two business items. The public hearing was a resolution certifying the county's 2026 annual road mileage for the New Mexico Department of Transportation. This is something the county has to do annually, and the total of 111.357 miles has not changed since last year. The resolution was approved unanimously. The first business item was a discussion and approval of amendment number 2 to the existing general services agreement with Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Mexico. Purpose of the amendment was to correct an administrative error in the stop-loss premiums found during a routine audit. The error resulted in the county overpaying about $15 for each of the 572 employees per month last year, which Blue Cross Blue Shield will reimburse to the county. The amendment was approved unanimously. The second business item was an overview of the comprehensive plan update and the remaining Chapter 16 code revisions. The comprehensive plan is the long-range plan for the county that sets general direction, goals, and strategic priorities, including where and how to grow, and budgets and capital investment planning. The current comprehensive plan was last updated about 10 years ago. The update started in January and is expected to be completed by the end of this calendar year. Stakeholders and the public will be asked to provide input and feedback during the update process. More details on the estimated timeline and phased approach are included in the agenda package. There are 6 articles in Chapter 16, which is the development code. Changes to Articles 3, which is use regulations, and Article 6, definitions, were approved by Council last year. The Community Development Department and the County Attorney's Office are currently drafting changes to Article 1, the governing provisions, and Article 5, administration and enforcement, with plans for adoption by Council in June. Updates to Article 3, zone districts, and Article 2, zone districts, and Article 4, development standards, will begin in the summer as the comprehensive plan draft is finalized, but will probably not be completed until March of 2027. The focus on those updates will be on accessory dwelling units, parking standards, and the future land use map. The Community Development Department and the County Attorney's Office are also working on updates to the temporary sign code in response to a recent Supreme Court case. The updates will address allowable locations, clarify dimensional standards, and provide actionable guidance for enforcement of duration. They are planning to bring the recommended changes to the Planning and Zoning Commission sometime this spring. Finally, the meeting agenda included a list of the current vacancies on the county boards and commissions. There are several vacancies, and I certainly encourage you to apply and get involved if you can in your local government. The next council meeting is a work session on February 10th at the White Rock Fire Station. And that's my report.